So, since I'm going to be pretty much done for the night, I think I'm just going to dump this out and go ahead and clean the gun up. I'm going to show you how I clean the gun for the evening. Alright, so now I just use water. And I got a big 2-quart thing of water here, and just pour a little bit in. And then I'll go ahead and put the cap on. Plug that up real good. And shake it up. And then I squeeze the trigger to let some of it out through the gun. And then just take that out, and we pour this water out because it's pretty diluted paint, but it cleans the inside of it pretty good. Now I'll do that one more time. Put the cap back on, shake it up. And actually, I'll put a little air to it. So I get a little rag or something. And just shoot it into the rag. And it's just water. But it allows you to get some on the rag and you can wipe it. And it allows it to kind of clear out all the orifices. And I got a little brush here that kind of clean up some of this stuff here where the holes are, where the air cap has little air holes. And then we'll go ahead and disconnect that. And we can go ahead and dump this water out. So I've been using, I got a clean bucket of water, and then I got a dirty bucket of water that I pour everything out. Just close this lid up so it doesn't spill or get anything in it, because I had a spill earlier. I learned my lesson the hard way. Actually, this stand is loose. It just kind of sits here. Well, it slides around on this Formica top, and when I was first starting to pour paint in here the first time, it slid around and it about tumped over, and what a mess I had on my hands. So finally I got wise and put a little tape down to keep this thing in place so it doesn't move around on me and it can't tip over. So should have used common sense to begin with, but I didn't, and so that's something I learned on the go. But it's good to have a bunch of old rags to clean this stuff out with. And just a little water does the trick mostly. Now I'll unscrew this. Get that wet. Try to clean that up as best you can. Down in there, now it's nice and clean. So it's good for next time. Outside's not pretty, but inside's what matters. So that's clean. And here's a filter. You want to put that down in the water. Let that soak for a couple minutes. Go ahead and take the cap off. And I'll dump that in the water. And then you got to get yourself a wrench, a little crescent wrench. Take this off. And get you a little wire brush. Dump it in some water and clean it out. Just Rub it. And dunk that in the water. Now we take out the needle. You watch that spring comes loose. I don't want to lose that. I don't really clean that because it doesn't really get boogered up, but I do pull the needle out, and I'll clean that with a little bit of water. And that's ready. You don't have to dunk that. You got to be real careful with this because you don't want to get it bent, so I'll set it off to the side and make sure it's not messed up, because if it gets bent, then it's not going to go through that through the gun, and it's not going to work properly. So now I'll just go ahead and take this rag that's wet and try to wipe it down a little bit. I'll clean it up really good once I'm done with all my painting, but a little bit of elbow grease saves you a little time, because it comes off easy right now. Well, not easy, but it comes off a whole lot easier now than it will later. And then I'll go ahead and soak this in there too. Make sure water gets all through there. And then I'll take the wire brush and clean it all out. Okay. And then I'll take this cap and throw it in there too, because it's not going to hurt. So I'll let that sit for like 5 minutes while I get my suit off and stuff, and then I'll take it out to the garage and put a little WD-40 down in this hole here and down in here and get it nice and coated and through all the orifices, and then I'll actually put some in all the working mechanisms just to keep that lubricated so it doesn't get rusty. And then I'll just let it set overnight like that. And then when I'm ready to start the next time, all I do is get a little automotive brake cleaner and I'll just spray it through those holes to clean all that WD-40 out before I'm ready to use it, and then it'll be all nice and clean and dry, and there aren't any contaminants in there, and it's not going to rust. So that's how I do it. So that's it for tonight. Well, I think this is it for this one. Take care, everybody.